Oh, hello there. How are you doing? My name is Charlie. I am a non binary science fiction fantasy writer. And I'm stressing that because it's Trans Week of Visibility. And can you see me? Can you see me? My invisibility shields are down. Am I visible? I know my messed up hair is, but no matter what I do to it, it's not behaving today. But it's fine. It's fine. How is everybody doing? I will say that there's one great blessing for all of you, that you don't have to deal with all of my nonsense today because I am not alone. I'm joined by the wonderful Megan McCarthy, who may
Hello.
have just named herself Stack.
I did, but now I have to fill out the rest of the information.
And the phenomenal, I don't have two pictures up on my other computer that I'm staring at out of the corner of my eye, Laura Nettles.
Hello.
And if you'd like to stare at them too, they're in the art channel over on the Discord. Link in the doobly-doo. They're nice. They're quite nice. I like them. Oh my! It has been a week. It has been more than a week. Like I really can't believe it's not even been like yesterday. Felt like a week in and of itself. It has been a lot this week, and if I were able to reach all of the other criteria, I might be able to hit my nirvana today. Like my brain is empty. I just have to get my, compassion, karma, and being perfect before my brain fills back up with nonsense. Yeah, probably not going to happen. But you never know. If I just burst into rainbows and disappear at some point in here. One, that's how I am celebrating this particular Trans Week of Visibility. Also, I've achieved enlightenment and peace out. Just like peace. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to be working on. I'm probably going to be spending most of my night working on music because I've already written 2,000 words today for something, for another project. And I don't know if I want to write anymore today. How is everybody else doing, and what are you working on?
Pretty good. I'm working on setting up a Substack, and that's about it.
I am working the day job, but there's an issue with the lineup. So I've sent it to somebody who's going to take a look and see if they can get me the correct environment so that the character isn't next to it. So, yeah, waiting on that.
Fun.
And I'm drafting chapter 12 of Crimson Strings.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry. I may have pictures of her main characters on my other computer right there. Because
I commissioned art of the couple, the two main characters, Victor and Hadrian. They're both vampires. And, yeah, they're gorgeous.
Now, please don't take this as anything other than a compliment. This looks like a deleted scene from the Castlevania show if it was better. I'm looking at this and I'm just like, yes, can I have this anime, please? I will watch this. Maybe it won't disappoint me like Castlevania did.
Okay, so those are the main two who have strings of fate, so they're soulmates. But they didn't find each other and realize it until chapter 1. So, of course, there's a multitude of exes in their past. So, one of Victor's exes is Satan himself. So, I may have commissioned art of that as well.
Nice.
We've all accidentally dated the devil at some point in the past. I mean, I know I can't speak for y'all, but there's one person that really comes to mind that if I were to find out he was the devil, would not be surprised. Like it wouldn't shock me at all. It'd be like, oh, our entire relationship makes sense now.
None of my exes are impressive enough to be the devil.
Oh, this one messed me up real bad. Like real bad.
This Satan liked Victor from the moment he saw him, but could see the string of fate, even though Victor couldn't see it yet because he didn't have that ability yet. So Satan was like, I'm gonna claim you, even though it's not gonna last forever, because you're gonna be able to see this someday. So he's like, you're mine for now. And now that Victor can see the string and is off to find his soulmate, Satan's like, I'm not gonna keep you. Like, he's a gentleman. Satan.
I don't know why I
Gentleman
have the
Satan.
Vogue Villain's wonderful song, What the Devil Made Me Do, going through my head right now. So maybe if you haven't heard it, check it out. I doubt it will really help you, but it's a good song. They're one of my favorite genres. They're a gothic folk band. So their music is very like bluegrass folky, but all of their lyrics are very dark. They're beautiful. Low Budget Funeral is my favorite song by them. It's a breakup song. And it's beautiful. It's just absolutely beautiful. Alrighty. Hello. How are you doing? I'm going to say Kayla, but mispronouncing things is my thing. Hopefully
I think they go by Cole.
Is
Go
it
by
just
Cole
Cole?
now.
Okay. Cole it is. How are you doing? I hope you are doing well. Hello, Cool Gamer. I will extend this to everyone here because I am a burnt cinder of a human being that once upon a time may have had some qualities to them, but is now but a blank slate for the universe to write on again.
Un tabla rasa.
Yeah, like I cannot express in words how empty my head is right now. I had to rewrite an entire presentation this morning from scratch. Yeah. There's nothing left inside of me. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Yeah, that's how I'm doing. I just I've had 3 days straight of rage, which were rage, and yeah. Now I'm just like I said, I'm ashes. I am waiting for the damn phoenix to wake up so that I can like go back to the humaning. But so far, just ashes. And I'm glad you do. Hello, Jenna. How are you doing?
Hello.
So, I'm probably going to start off by doing some of my Irish lessons because I haven't done any of them today.
Yeah, I gotta practice my Francais.
I did do them yesterday. I'm going very slow because I'm learning plurals, and plurals in Irish are hard. I think I see what's going on. It's tricksy, and they're making me learn how to spell all the words. So that's also really, really hard. I just need somebody to explain to me why, and what is the etymology? Why does ban, which means woman, become ra, which means women? I need, and why does it go from being spelled BEAN to MNA? And how is MNA pronounced ra? So many questions for this language, but it's fine. I've enjoyed it.
It's called magic.
It is. It really like. I really hate to say this because I am somebody who does practice Credomshi, so I've been involved in the fairy faith for decades, and like I understand why Irish speakers believed in the fae. Their language almost requires it. Like it is a beautiful thing that like. I really like. I know I'm Irish, and I'm trying not to be like racist against my own people here, but I feel like I'm intoning incantations every time I say anything because the way the sentences are structured, the way meaning is derived from the words, like the whole thing, it's like this is all magic. It's all magic. We picked the wrong language. Latin is not the magical language. It's very definitely Irish. And once you look at it, you're like, oh, yes, incantations. Yes, all of it. But whew, it's is a trip. Alrighty, we are going to be using the wonderful farting cow timer that Jules, Cat, and Lori made for me because it makes me giggle. And given the week that I have had, giggling is required. Before we get started, though, make sure that you know what you are doing. Make sure that you have something to hydrate with because well, dehydration leads to a lack of energy. If you need, for any reason, to hear somebody give you permission to do this, here's your permission. Self-care is productivity for writers. If you need to stare at a blank wall for the next 25 minutes and just daydream, if you need to play a game on your phone, if you need to just completely fuzz out and listen to a song and do a chair dance, it is fine. You need to be taking care of yourself. This is National Novel Writers Burnout Month, and I am worried about so many people this month that are pushing themselves really, really hard to get all of the words. The words will be there eventually. Make sure that you're there to meet them. Take care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves is very important. We're going to get started on the sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. I have to stop doing that.
Do you? Do you really?
I don't think I can. I lost the tab. All right, we are back. The cow done did the dirty business. How did everybody do that sprint?
Some singing, and then day job, and 2 sentences.
Oh, nice. I made some popcorn, and then I've been working on setting up the Substack and filling out all the everything.
I have been celebrating with a co-conspirator who is doing wonderful and amazing things, and giggling about that and trying to find a quote that I know exists, but I can't remember where I read it. And that's always fun to try to do. Like, I remember reading this somewhere. Oh, we have a problem. All right, there we go. If that happens again, we will be going into subscriber mode. So just so you know, if you are not subscribed to this channel and you would like to participate in the chat, or just in case YouTube unsubscribed you, which is a thing that they do, check and make sure that you are subscribed, because if that happens again and I turn on subscriber mode, you will have to be subscribed for a minimum of 5 minutes before you can enter into the chat. But, and just so you know, yeah, smack the bots, smack them. All right. So while we were sprinting, I saw Jen pop in. Hello. Haley popped in. Hello. And I'm sorry, Jenna popped in and Jen popped in. I clicked them in the reverse order and looked at them like I'm okay. You missed the beginning. I'm burnt out. There's nothing in here today. I'm sorry. And Maggie showed up. All hail the stream hoppers united. Jen got 250 words in the last 2 minutes. That is awesome. Snaps for you. Switching from scribbling to cleaning house. Clean house. Sorry. Spoke for myself there. It's fine. I'm fine. That sounds amazing. I want to be writing today. I wrote 2,000 words this morning, and my soul is empty. All I can do is think of all of the yummy food that Maggie is cooking that I would like to have, because I was a child and had peanut butter and jelly for lunch, because I had other food in the house, but I wanted peanut butter and jelly. But the whole time I was eating my peanut butter and jelly, which was delicious, I was just thinking of all the things that Maggie was talking about in Jules' stream this morning. All the food that both Jules and Maggie were talking about, and going, you are not this. You still fail. Maggie! Jen! Let's see. Pecking for Gem Show. That is awesome. And Turkey Day with a family out of town. Yeah, I don't know what we're doing. I know that the hubby has bought a turkey. I've been informed of this. He put it in the deep freeze, and I have not looked, because I have an idea of how big the turkey is, because I know the turkey he usually gets. There are 2 of us. If we go and visit my parents, there are 4 of us. We do not need a gigantic turkey, and I know there's probably a kaiju bird in our deep freeze right now. But he loves doing all of the cooking and prep and stuff, like it's his jam, because he's chef. So we're doing whatever he decides. I'm perfectly okay with this. Whatever it is, he will tell me what I need to cook, and that is what I will do. You know, I'm one of those people, I generally wait till after Thanksgiving to put up my Christmas tree, but I was having such a bad day last night. I almost pulled out all of my Christmas stuff, if for no other reason but to put the lights up. Because we have a lot of light garlands that we put everywhere, and it's really pretty.
We already had Thanksgiving up here in Canada. It's like
Yeah.
I need something happy.
I'm trying to give Thanksgiving its space. I really don't want to though. I really want all of the Christmas stuff out because one, I have been collecting it for quite some time, so we have a lot, and two, I want all the pretty twinkly lights because pretty twinkly lights make them happy. Oh, thank you. I just really feel like I need to explain to people like I am super the dumb today, but I'm trying. I'm here. You know, that was my nickname for a while in middle school. Everybody called me Debbie. And I didn't understand why they called me Debbie. And then I figured it out and I was like, works. Like, yeah. I had a bad case of the cynicism in both middle school and high school.
I got called Daria once or twice.
You know, I can see that. And it's a lot of it's just your tone of voice. It's not so much your, I don't know what your attitude was back then. But you kind of
A lot more sarcastic.
Okay, then definitely. Because you have the Daria tone of voice. Like that's uh-oh.
Not the popcorn.
Uh-oh. Do I say it out loud? Somebody is still asleep. The hubby is home.
Ooh.
I repeat with warning, the hubby is home. You're about to hear a very excited dog. Just know that there will be a lot of scampering in a moment, maybe a little bit of capering, and so much chaos as he comes into the house. If you're not used to that yet, brace yourself. Oh no, he gets these like giant kaiju birds. Like, I don't know how turkeys can be that big and not be a dinosaur. Like, they're like little velociraptor, like big velociraptors, small Deinonychus. Like, they're really big birds. I accused him one year of getting a small ostrich because it was so big that I'm just like, that's not a turkey. That's like a small, that's like a juvenile ostrich. And having had both turkey and ostrich meat, I know that it was an ostrich when I tasted it, but I wasn't sure until I tasted it which kind of bird it was because it was just big. There's two of us. There's two of us, sometimes four. We don't need that much meat. It's delicious. Don't get me wrong, because he like brines it so it's got all this flavor on the inside, and then seasons it even more on the day that he cooks it, and it's so juicy and it's wonderful. I have to say all this really quickly right now before he gets in here because his ego's big enough. Can't do all the food complimenting in his presence. But
I'm having so much fun with my day job right now. I'm lighting a literal demon. Like, yes, thank you. I approve.
oh, poor Grumble Pup. Are you sad that Brian is still not home yet? I know, it's sad. Auto grumbles. I think your grumbles are a little bit. Oh, good. What was that? I told you. I thought your grumbles were a little bit overstated. She has now heard. It is now staring at the window. She heard a door. Let's do the screen. There we go. She's staring at the door. She knows. The cats have started running into the room. They have heard the sounds. He is home. Oh. I have not made the wheel of perpetual waiting yet. I should. I really should. I have some ideas for it. I will say if I had done it yesterday, it would kind of have been somewhere between, I don't know. I'm not as talented as Junji Ito or H.R. Giger, but I feel like it would be a nightmare hellscape that somewhere between their aesthetics, maybe with more fire, because rage. So, like, what if their art mixed but fire? And I just didn't feel like it was healthy for me to be making that yesterday. But I didn't think about it. think about it, like to the point where I can describe it kind of to you if you wanted me to. But let's just say there's a lot of like screaming, and like Hieronymus Bosch would be very proud of the images that I was thinking about making for this.
You say that, and I think of Bosch, the TV show, and he's like a cop.
Yep.
Who's on the bad side of being a cop, kind of. But he gets the job done. He gets the bad guy. Just what it reminded me
I
of.
say Bosch, and I think the mixer, like the Powerade. Powerade. Oh my gosh! Is it Powerade?
There is
KitchenAid.
a Powerade.
KitchenAid.
Powerade is a
Bosch.
beverage, I do believe.
Yeah.
It's like not Gatorade.
Mm-hmm. I did not mean that one. I meant
I think
the
that's
stand mixer. Bosch.
So my second family used to get the world's biggest Christmas trees because they had a split level house, and so their dining room kitchen area was actually 2 stories tall. Like it had an open ceiling all the way up for 2 stories, and I don't know how they got the trees inside the house, because logistically there had to be a witch involved to make the tree bend somehow to get around all of the corners it would need to get through to be where it is. But somehow every year they would have a tree that would go from all the way up to the ceiling, and I really enjoyed watching their youngest son put a star on the top of it because he didn't like using ladders, and rigged up this really fun like deck rigging netting thing so that he could basically Spider-Man up the wall to get the star up there. It was rather entertaining. I enjoyed it. I do not recommend. This probably was not safe, but it was very fun to watch. Yeah, this is very true. I am not opposed to the ostrich, but yeah, it is not the flavor that you would expect. It really is not.
I wonder what hippo tastes like.
I'm sure there's somewhere where you can find out, because you can literally find out what all meats taste like if you accidentally try. Or somebody is just a jerk, looks it up, and sends it to you. I'm not going to answer any questions about that going forward. As bad as you probably thought I'm meaning, yeah, you're probably right. You are probably right. I was going to wait until he got into the house and say hi and all that, but he's apparently dilly-dallying, or, oh Lord, did he go to the store? He might have gone to the store and got more Thanksgiving foods. Oh no, we already have like this giant pumpkin. Oh, I just heard the door. Hello.
Hello.
I was speculating as to what took you so long to get in here, and I was afraid that you had gotten more Thanksgiving foods.
Yeah.
Of course you did. Okay. Oh, wait, what's this? Thanksgiving alcohol.
That's important.
It is. That's a pretty bottle. What is this?
That's the Beaujolais.
Oh, this is the new Beaujolais?
Yeah.
That is a really pretty bottle. That is the 2002 Beaujolais.
Yesterday was Beaujolais Day.
Ooh.
Yesterday was Beaujolais Day. I completely forgot that yesterday was Beaujolais Day. So if you like your Nouveaux, they're in stores now for a very limited time, because they will not taste good. And well, they might be okay, but they will not be at their best for very long. But that's actually good. I like the bottle this year.
Yeah.
Ooh, Jenna is house hunting next week. She says she's so behind on Thanksgiving this year. We're house hunting next week too.
Ooh, that is a lot. That is a lot. Shamir just did a thing. I think I'm still here. That was weird.
You're still here.
It just asked me if other things that are not my camera was my camera. And no. So I didn't know what it was going to do from that point on. Yeah, I do too, but it is what it is. It's just like it is what it is. Um, no, she did not. Alrighty. While we have the spousal conversances over what has happened in the interim today while we were not in the same room, let's do a sprint.
Sounds
I think
good.
I said that in the most awkward way I could have possibly worded that.
I'll just be lighting a demon.
This is why I'm not writing today.
There is a more awkward week. So
There is, but no, we're not going to go there. We're not bringing Pennsylvania back into this.
like a Bullard Litton contest.
Oh no, this is not a Bullard Lytton contest. This is not what is going on. That is not what's going on. We're going to hurry up into the sprint before he says something that makes me blush way too hard. Let's get started on this sprint. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Charlie's awesome.
Ah!
Success.
Moo.
Moo. How did everybody do?
I am off at the day job now.
Woo.
Yes, Brian, the cow went, but we preferred to say moo instead. Oh my, the chaos is real, everyone. The chaos is real. And hello, CB. I am glad to hear it. I'm waiting on a soundtrack for a musical that I really want to be good, but I have serious doubts as to whether it will be based off of the songs that they have released. And I want a good musical in my life. I want a new good musical in my life, something I can get obsessed with. And I don't think that that's going to happen. And
Cyrano in a week. Ha!
Okay. So I have spoken before about how much I love the movie Almost Famous for so many reasons, most of which is I see the relationship between me and my sister in there. I too went on a weird journey of self-exploration with a pack of hippies for a period of time at about that age. Like, there's a lot in that movie that resonates with me. They just turned it into a Broadway musical, and they actually got Robert Plant to help with the lyrics and some of the music for it, which, given the fact that he wrote like a lot of the 70s music that people think of, that's okay. Plus, I mean, the stuff he's been doing lately has been really good too. Granted, it's mostly been country music with Alison Krauss, but still very good. If you've not heard The May Queen by Robert Plant and Alison Krauss, I highly recommend. Very good song. But they have only released 4 songs from it. The full cast album isn't out yet. And the 4 songs that they picked are the world's most musical theater songs that have ever musical theatered in the history of musical theater. Like, if you've seen the movie Camp, these are songs that they would be making fun of. like somebody wanted to be Sondheim and did not know what they were doing. So I'm very nervous about the music for the show, but I want it to be good, and I just want a full cast album. Dang it. You obviously recorded one. You're releasing singles from it. I want it to be good. I want it to be. It won't be. I know it won't be. It's not going to be Mystic Pizza all over again. Which that musical has no right to be as good as it is. It's still trash, but it has no right to be as good as it actually is. Considering that movie is trash. Anyway, tangent aside, how did everybody do?
I'm free!
Woo! So I was finishing setting up my Substack, and I realized I need a logo and another one of those
header
images
thing.
thingies. Yeah. And I'm like, what? I tried, like, I was on Canva looking at pictures and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't even know what to even try to mix together into a logo of some sort.
The logo should be as simple as it possibly can be for them.
Mm-hmm.
It's for what goes up in the tab.
It goes up. It's what goes up in the tab, and it's also the little bitty bug up in the corner of the page.
Mm-hmm.
So as little detail as possible, because I made a very beautiful picture and then I put it up there and I went, I don't even know what you are anymore. I am simplifying this. So learn from my mistakes.
Yeah.
Be very simple. And then, of course, the word mark. Pick a font that you like, because that's basically your masthead. What do you want the masthead to look like?
Yeah. I don't know.
I know you're saying you don't
I'm struggling.
know. I know you say you're struggling. Just type in hippo and dream. Like, I know you. Like, hippo with a pencil. It's fine. Like, I see it already. Like,
See, we even suggested how about a hippo?
Because we know you.
That's true. But I don't want it to be exactly the same as my YouTube logo. I mean, I could. It's easy enough. Yeah, maybe I will.
And
I'll think
again,
about
as like you keep
it
saying,
can
like,
always be changed later. That's
there
the
you
nice
go.
thing about it.
Yep, that is my mantra with all of
That's
it.
kind of why I've just left it with nothing on there. And then I'm gonna figure out what am I gonna post for my first post? Like I gotta think of something to write now that
Actually,
I have one.
I highly recommend you follow their template they've already given you for your first post, which should be in your drafts, which is a hi, this is what this is.
Yeah, I read that.
Basically a fill in the blank. And it is one of the first posts that I've read on most of the Substacks that I have subscribed to, because it's a good way to get an idea of whether or not I want to subscribe. And two, it helps you clarify your own ideas as to what it is you want to do there. And it may be just me speaking from the utter chaos and trash fire that is my life right now, but anything that gives clarity is good. Probably just the trash fire talking, probably just the chaos, but this is where I am right now. Everything's on fire. Okay. I have not fallen in love, and I mean like wholeheartedly fallen in love with a musical until stereotypical musical of 7 years ago that like everybody else did, because it was very good and Lin-Manuel Miranda's a genius and blah 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 blah, everything that could be said has been said, blah. But I want like, I miss like just insanely beautiful like feels musicals, and that's what I want. There's one that's kind of close that I'm not talking about a lot yet because I'm trying to like figure out how I feel about it. It takes place all in a movie theater, and it's from the point of view of an usher, and it's weird, but I kind of like it because the usher basically narrates both the people that are there and the movie. It's a strange but beautiful thing. But I don't know. I want something amazing.
Well, this isn't really something to laugh about, but it's just
Oh,
it's sort of funny.
Oh my! This reminds me of living in California. Like,
Yeah, I mean, car chases in California, it's kind of like a spectator sport.
yeah, because I lived in Oakland and we had sideshows in the intersection just at the corner of our house at least once a week. And if you don't know what a sideshow is, be happy you haven't had to live right next to one while it's happening. It's basically like Fast and Furious if they tried to make the cars square dance, because the whole point is like just making your car go wee and spin around inside an intersection without going over the lines, kinda thing. But not even like with like fancy driving, just can you do a crazy donut? And yes, you're capable of doing crazy donuts, except for when you knock the power out. Please stop knocking the power out. But yeah, I don't. Cars in California are just wrong. Like if I were dictator of California for a day, I would outlaw cars and put in so much public transit. Like just stop with the cars already. You've proven you don't know what to do with them. You're not responsible with this. We're going to take the toys and make you ride the bus. Get on the train. I'm done with you. What? You lived in California too? You know of what I speak.
Who's in trouble? Then we can ride the bus.
California drivers.
Oh,
Notice the no argument from the I love driving person over in the corner. Nice. Figurative
Fun.
language. If you learn any secrets, let me know, because I'm still really bad at that. I think I write way too literal most of the time, and
I
that's fair.
feel that. Mm.
Yeah. Mm. And the sneezing has begun. Um, oh my, yeah. That's more of a Maryland thing from my experience, though. The driving on the wrong side of the road. That happens way too much in Maryland. Way too much. If I had $1 for every time we had to dodge a car.
By accident here, by choice in there.
Yeah, by accident here, because they don't have the roads marked and you never know if you're driving the right way down them. Which, by the way, if you are a town, just personal pet peeve, if you're a town that has a lot of one-way roads, mark them. Because if they're not marked, nobody knows. Just nobody knows. Because our town did not mark the one-way roads. But they enforced them as if they
Oh
did.
my gosh.
It's fun. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. There are some things I don't miss about California, but there's a lot of things that I do. Like way too much. Uh-oh. Hello.
Oh, look at that.
Guys, we're doing...
Is that Minerva?
Yes, this is Minerva. We're doing the streaming. If you're gonna be up here, you gotta be up where people can see you. You gotta be up here where people can see you. Be up with the cuteness. There you go. Yeah, you gotta let me have one hand free. Hello, Purbot. Yes.
Purbot.
Well, she sounds like a rusty engine when she first starts purring because she's got this kind of sound that starts the purr, like got to blow the cobwebs out of the engine kind of a sound. And it's like, you get something stuck in your cogs before they started going, before that engine started running. It's really hard for me to read through you. You're very cute, but
Here, I'll do the.
It's very hard.
CB says, I do the same in Houston, believe me. Bonnie being Bonnie says, lurking but not writing brain paint. Oh no.
Aww. And hi, Bonnie.
Maggie says, I hope you get rest and feel better, Bonnie.
Hi. No
CB
blood
says, my mother is constantly kvetching about the drivers in Houston. I think drivers everywhere are just bad. People are too distracted when they drive.
Brian thought we were exaggerating because we always told him before we moved here that, like, beware, the drivers around here all get their driver's license from a Cracker Jack box. And he was like, they can't be that bad. And then he got here and he was like, oh my God, how are they this bad?
No, what was worse is the insurance was the same.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we used to live in Oakland, in the hood. Rap songs about the street we lived on. And the insurance rate didn't change.
When we moved to small town America.
As I was asking my insurance agent, questioning him about this before, because I was going to write the check and I kind of hesitated, and I was asking him about it, a car accident happened right outside his office. So I finished writing. We both got quiet. We kind of stared at the window for a moment. I filled out the check and just handed it to him. And he kind of grimace grinned, and I was just like, and then just left. Just like when you go, how bad are the drivers? And then you hear the accident right there. And you see the stupid collision too, because person wouldn't yield. They owed right away. They were crossing traffic.
The number of car accidents.
Drove across traffic.
The number of car accidents that happen because people take their lawnmowers into town and ride on the roads.
This was old man in truck was not going to stop for oncoming traffic.
You cannot have blood.
Wow.
He just barreled into it.
No blood for you, Vampire Kitty. No blood.
Bonnie says, thanks. CB says, my permanent street is one way it's marked and people still mess it up. Screw it up. Maggie says, all hail the feline overladies.
Yes.
Spen says, I'm actually writing tonight, building content on the Substack thingamajig for a few before mom stuff needs to happen again. Nice.
Yeah, I'm thinking of writing some fandom themed posts for my other Substack. because I've not done that in a while. Yes, and oh, look, I just put Neosporin on a lot of wounds that you gave me the other day. Can you not give me new ones? Oh, you gotta go see what. Okay, she's after you now. She thinks you're getting her something. Does she have food? Ugh, I have a hole in my stomach. I do. She put a hole in my belly.
Oh no.
I got a little pinprick. Ugh. Oh, she did. Anyway, yes, I'm contemplating just trying to write something, I don't know, stupid and fanish, because I've done my serious writing and I do not have a creative brain right now. But I don't know. I could write an in praise of or a why is this a thing post about something maybe. I don't know. I want to write. I don't want to do any of the other things, but I don't know what to write about.
I feel ya.
I have been
I don't know what to write about either.
most of last sprint. I was reading through their how to develop your voice and grow an audience stuff, which I actually like some of the recommendations they have in there. But and if you've not read their wonderful help articles, they're at on.substack.com.
CB says, a lot of drivers in Houston drive like they live in Mario Kart 8. Seriously. We were going out while I was over in Houston and there were people racing against each other. It was terrifying. Yeah, that sounds like
That sounds about
the
right.
United States driving in
Like,
general.
It really upsets me when I talk to my friends from other countries because they will see something in a movie. And just because they know that I don't get upset when I am asked either stupid or offensive questions, they will be like, so it's not really like fill in the blank in your country, right? And it's so sad when the ridiculous movie thing that they're watching, I have to be like, it's actually a little bit worse than that here. Okay, so what we actually do. Oh. Like, wait, what? Like, yeah, they sanitized things so that it would be more palatable for foreign audiences. Yeah, here's the way it actually kind of works. And they're like, you're lying. And like, one moment, please. And just start sending news articles over about the topic. They're like, holy crap! Like, yeah. Like, wherever your opinion is, like, just lower it 3-4 bars down, and there you are. You're probably hitting the mark then.
Maggie says the loop around Houston and Buffalo Bayou Expressway are both perfect for racing.
Like, if there's a way for us to do a dumb thing that involves either explosions, guns, or speed, we will find a way to do it. That is our national motto. That is like the national spirit of us Americans. Like, if there's a way to be dumb with guns, explosions, and speed, sometimes all put together, like when they decided to have bottle rocket races in town here and would get in their trucks and have somebody in the back of the flatbed trucks and they were shooting bottle rockets at the other truck that they were racing for. I don't know what the goal of that was, to pop a tire, to like go in the cab, to what they thought they were. I don't know what the function of the bottle rockets were, but yeah. They were doing it up and down the road for months. America. Like, seriously, if you're from a foreign country and you're like, I don't think I can write, it's just it's fine. Just make it twice as dumb as you're thinking and maybe 3 times as risky.
Set it in Florida.
Oh, set anything in Florida and people will believe it.
True.
Like, we actually used to have a contest back in the days before the panini, but when we actually would go out and meet in person, where we would have a drinking game of basically somebody would tell a story and everybody had to vote whether it was a real story about Florida or one they just made up. And if you were wrong,
that's an impossible game to play.
Well, that's the problem. Like, when we started this, you could kind of get away with it. But at some point, no matter how ridiculous the story was, somebody would you and Google it and find that exact ridiculous scenario that you didn't think happened because you hadn't heard the story. But yeah, that did happen. So like, yeah, it just it didn't. Mm-mm. We had to stop playing. We just had to stop.
That's so cute, Spence.
Oh,
YouTube. Yeah, just like it was a fun game while it lasted until, well, too much knowledge was gained about Florida and the game had to end. So thanks, Florida, for spoiling our fun. We did try other state editions of it, and that just became even more depressing.
I mean, the thing is, every state is just as bad. Well, okay, I don't know about that, but the thing about Florida is they like publicize all of their
Yeah.
mistakes, and we hide them and cover them up. So who knows how bad we are in comparison to Florida?
Yeah, it's a whole thing. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to say hi, Tom.
Hi, Tom.
I responded to your comment. I didn't say hi.
Oh,
Oh no! Oh no! Oh
Holy smokes.
no! This is why we have action movies here. Like I was talking to somebody the other day, and they were like, why are you Americans so obsessed with action movies?" I was like, have you seen our news? Like it's just who we are. So we can... Alrighty. Well, let's go ahead and do another sprint. Who knows? Maybe I will write. Maybe I will just stare blankly at a wall. Maybe another cat will come and put more holes in my belly. I don't know. If the cat does jump up on my, I'll turn the camera on. Don't worry. Let's go ahead and get this sprint started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Dang it. I went to all the wrong tabs. How did everybody do?
Roy done gone outside. So now we're back. We bought him a new jacket today. I bought him a new jacket today.
I don't know. He's cute enough. I think he should be pulling in that Instagram money by now. I left Tom's wonderful message on screen through the entire sprint because yes, all the yes.
He's gone now.
Of course. No, I just see a cute little doggy. A little doggy butt. Okay, fine. I will make Laura less true to size. Because we all know her greatness outshines mine. Or at least should. Dang it. She's the one with talent. Subscribe to her.
So, on the 26th, the short story version of my Plant Lady middle grade horror gets published. So that's coming out on Amazon. It's a collection called Wimbledon Common. It is for charity. And yeah, it's my first ever middle grade. So very excited.
That is very exciting. That is very, 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 very.
And then I expanded it into a book. And then the agents were like, expand more. I was like, how?
Oh no, I get it. Like every time I read anything that you write, I'm like, but is there more? Like, I don't know if they're actually wanting the story to be bigger or if they just like the rest of us were like, that's all the Laura I get right now. Oh, okay. Could there be more? It is common feeling. I'm just saying. I'm not alone in this. You can ask around. It is known. So much happened in chat while we were sprinting, including a spectacular ending to the yeah. Why does that not surprise me? Like, just why? Yeah. Let's see. I have flashbacks from the. Yeah. Let's see. Ooh. You have a trial to possibly write articles for a mental health magazine.
Website.
That is awesome. Hi, Kat.
Hey.
Good luck. I have faith in you. You can do it. You love to do something other than write romance novels just for experience and I get that. Like I write in, some might say, too many genres. Like
And that's enough.
I mean, the secret is I don't actually write different stories. I just tell the same story over and over again with different window dressing because I am not as creative as people give me credit for being. But genre hopping is a lot of fun, and I don't know what's going to happen to my brain. I'm going to try to finish the Santa story that I've been working on. I feel like it was a mistake to put it up on Vella because seeing that absolutely no one read it is very demoralizing, but is fine. Like, it's stupid. I expected this. But also, it's hard to be whimsical with my life right now. So I'm going to try to keep working on that. But there's part of me that's like, somebody keeps making me think about my weird vampire story. I don't know who that would be, but I keep thinking about that weird vampire story that I've been wanting to write. And also, there's a mystery story that I've really been wanting to tell for a while that somebody may have been bugging me about and just made like a weird verbal subtweet about. That I'm really wanting to work on. That I actually have. I did this scary thing. It's called plotting it first. Like I have an outline.
Gross.
This is one of the things that I'm probably going to be using the Substack, putting out on my Project Shadow Substack, which by the way is set up at projectshadow.substack.com. Should put a link in chat, shouldn't I? That's how you do promotion. You put
Is
links
it also in the description?
I have not edited the subscription. I'm still setting it up because I've been blogging. What did we figure out today, Megan? Since 2005.
Yeah.
Because I scrolled back, and for some reason, my current blog software will only export the last 20 posts. I've written significantly more than that. And while I don't know that anybody would care about my thoughts back in 2007, I would not. I don't want to lose those words, so I might. I don't know what I'm going to do. I've been in a crisis for. I don't know all the other chaos for a little while now. I was like, but I did all this work. I want to save it. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. So I'm trying to make decisions. I was actually playing with that a little bit during the last sprint, and yeah. Turns out if I convince it that I'm a blog, because if it thinks your blog is a podcast, it will export the last 300 posts, and I have definitely written a lot more than 300 posts. That did not get me all the way back to 2005. So I'm trying to figure out how to get this data out. Like I don't want to lose it. I wrote them words, dang it. They may be bad, but they're mine. So, which reminds me, if anybody wants to actually still have any of the stuff that they posted to Twitter for, like, you know, memoir's sake, because I know a lot of people post like diary stuff in there, you may want to go to your account and click export and do that soon.
Because Twitter might not be here by the end of the week.
Because he may have fired all but 12% of the staff by ultimatum.
Yeah.
Because he's basically said, so he already fired half of the people that work there, and then he was basically like, so we're going to go hardcore. I need everybody to agree to this change in your contracts where you will work 80 hours a week with no extra compensation, or you're fired. And only about 25% clicked to update their contract of the people that remained. So like a lot of people were de facto fired. It's gotten so bad they have literally locked their headquarters and turned off everyone's badges because they are concerned that they have enraged their own workforce so much their own employees might sabotage the code or the website. They have locked everyone out of the building. There's literally no one operating Twitter right now. So if you might, for nostalgia reasons, to like remember what you were doing on certain dates for future memoir reasons or something, you might want to have access to that. You may want to go and click export soon, because I don't know that there will be a site for much longer. And yes, I do believe you've got this, Jen. Before I completely skip past everything, like I can't do a perfect Clawhauser, but I want to. Just
you need a donut stuck in your neck.
I do need a donut stuck in my neck. Just Tokyo. Hello, Jules. How are you doing? Hey, there's a cat in the chat. Double duty, because I like saying that. I have all the problems.
I sent the message and was like, wait a minute, I'm home. I can just get on the screen.
You have all the power. Frankly, Cat might have too much power, because I think I may have actually given you backstage access directly to my Twitch. I can't remember.
I think you might have.
So, like, you may literally have.
I
like,
have editor powers on your Twitch as well. I also have that on Glory's as well.
Yeah, I was just like, y'all don't realize, like, Cat secretly owns us. Like, she hasn't realized the power she has over us yet. But when she decides to go, hey, capitalist mode engaged, Glory and I are both because we have already
I
given.
also could just
our life.
stream on any of your channels
True,
whenever I wanted.
true,
Yours,
and kind of
Glory.
did when I went on vacation.
That was with permission.
I know, but I do like the whole like, hey, what are you guys doing? Like that was fun. It was, and yes, free the Devin. It was so good seeing Devin on Coffee Bunny yesterday in the chat.
Yes.
He appears in my chats over on Twitch.
I miss Devin. Let's see. Question: if you want a more travel-friendly size tarot journal, would you prefer a 5.5 by 8.5 or a 6 by 9 inch? Keep in mind.
Oh, so that would get kind of fat.
Yeah.
Monkey.
I do believe most of the journals that I buy are the 5.5 by 8.5.
I think that is a 5-sized.
That's what my memory is telling me because I buy them in bulk, so I go through a lot of journals, y'all. So
actually, that is just slightly smaller than what you get. A 5-sized is 5.8 inches. I mean, it's literally just slightly. Actually, it's
between.
Slightly smaller this way, but slightly longer this way.
I don't know. I really like the journal that you have. I could understand wanting a smaller, more travel-sized version. But, I don't know. That's a very... Oh, God. I'm going to have to prove I'm not a robot, aren't I? That is an ecumenical matter. I think there are a lot of ways to answer this question. And...
I would just go with the 6 by 9.
You could do a poll on your next stream and see what people.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Because you have a lot more. You'll have a lot more viewers, and I know a lot of us who are watching your stream have actually bought the existing tarot journal and are probably in the target market for the next one. So it would be a good way to actually do the market research. Oh. That's pretty cool. Okay, good night, CB.
Night, CB. Sleep tight.
So it looks like Maggie agreed with me on size. So
I need to go check my food.
Are you coming back up?
I technically was supposed to get out of work at 7, but I left early because it's very snowy and it's dark out. So my manager said that I could leave early.
You can't have blood.
And I open tomorrow. And
you can't show your starfish to the people. Yeah, you can be very cute and loving, but Dems to 2 rules. Yeah, Dems to 2 rules. Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes. Very sure. So I may have finished, with the exception of what I'm going to do about my back catalog opposed, finished all of the setup for for my secular Substack. I don't know what else to call it because it's still. And I kind of want to start writing stuff for it. It's probably going to be, at least initially, a lot more fandom related because I miss just like talking about weird, stupid little things. And I've been talking about a lot of very serious things and have shed way too many tears this week. So if you would like some obscure stuff, probably Star Wars talk, because I have a feeling I'm going to talk about Nemec's manifesto, because no one's talking about it, and it's like really cool. From Andor. Yes,
real fast. Do I want raviolis or rice?
Ravioli.
Okay.
It is unanimous.
Well, because the raviolis only have to be in the pot for like 3 minutes.
True. Sure.
And my rice, I have the instant rice, so it just goes in the microwave for a minute. But that also determines what I'm eating for lunch tomorrow as well, because my
Ravioli,
leftovers
really
are
nice.
my. Yes, raviolis do. I have currently pork and some frozen veggies in the oven, and then I'll throw some olive oil in with some more seasonings, and then toss the ravioli in with it. It's pretty good that way.
You know, like as soon as Brian comes back in from watching probably Forged in Fire because he has an addiction. That's what he's doing. He left the room so he would not be a chaos demon. He was watching Forged in Fire probably. I'm probably going to be like, Brian, where's my raviolis? Are you done? Are you done? Okay.
Where's my ravioli lasagna?
Right. He did make lasagna. In his defense, he did make lasagna.
Well, that wasn't ravioli lasagna.
One of the lasagnas was really good, and then he ran out of lasagna noodles, and then he made this fettuccine lasagna, which in principle should have worked, but in application did not.
Oh no.
Like it tasted great, but somehow the way the cheese melted into the noodles, it was solid and it like held together until you took a bite, and then like a bundle of worms got loosed in your mouth. Just
Ew.
as all of the
Gross.
fettuccine noodles went, "Wee, freedom!" And it was weird. It was weird. See, speaking of Substack, just finished making mine. Okay, so I need to say this. I don't think I've said it on the stream yet today. Any of you who have a Substack, please DM a link to me. One, because I want to read it. Two, I will add you to my recommends. And
Can I just give you my link tree because it's linked in there?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I'll DM it to you.
I'm just saying, I'll put it to you this way. I'm a dum-dum. The more places I have to go and remember things, the less likely I am to do them. I have ADHD. I've had a very upsetting week. I like the laziness is real with this one. So, but if you DM it to me, I will definitely add you to my recommends because that is a good way to tell other people about what y'all are doing and spread the word. Because I know my Project Shadow one that I just shared in there, I will be putting stories on that. Some of those stories will contractually be behind a paywall because they will be for stories that are also up on Kindle Vella. But here's the fun thing. It is so you don't have to pay per chapter. And you can read all of it. So you can save up. I haven't really decided what the monthlies are going to be on that for the paid, but anything that's up on Vella also has to be behind a paywall. But I'm going to be using it for that because I keep forgetting to post them to Patreon and to Coffee because I'm bad at things. See previous thing. Yeah, I would like to help promote y'all as much as I possibly can. We're running out of lasagna noodles. See, I that is amazing. That is wonderful. He has taken over lasagna duties because I have a problem in that I make two lasagna. I make two lasagna recipes that actually make 3 lasagnas, and they're amazing because my ex-fiance was a vegetarian and made the world's greatest vegetarian lasagna. So I make that. I make a batch of that lasagna. I make a batch of meat lasagna. I make a mutually exclusive pan of each, but there's enough stuff left over that there's a group pan that has a little bit of the veggie lasagna stuff filling in it and a little bit of the meat lasagna filling in it, and it makes for a beautiful marriage. So you can decide what you want that day. Are you in a veggie mood? Are you in a meat mood? Or do you just want a medley of all the goodness? And then we have lasagna forever because I am Garfield, lasagna forever. But he took over so that there's only some lasagna, not all of it. It's like the exact opposite of the turkey problem we were discussing earlier in the stream. I am to lasagna what he is to turkey.
Speaking of all this food, I need to go feed my pups, so I will be back.
Alrighty. Yeah, that's actually a good idea, Maggie. Good night, Bonnie. But yeah, oh, I see you. There you are. Nope, that is not what I meant to do. Block. Error. Somebody already blocked. Somebody beat me to it. And who is the Bonnie? Bonnie got all of them. Yay! Thank you, Bonnie. But because that happened and we were about to go into another sprint, I am going to quickly turn on the subscriber mode so that will not happen again. I really don't like turning it on because I feel like I want everybody to be able to chat, but I do believe everybody who is chatting is a subscriber. If you are not and you would like to continue chatting or start chatting, all you have to do is subscribe. Be subscribed for 5 minutes. Oh, YouTube, why are you so slow? And there we are. And you will be able to chat in the chat. There we go. Subscriber mode is now enabled. Grr, arg. You know, I've wondered for a while if the handle thing that they put out is going to be used in some way to help deal with the bots. Because that would be ever so lovely. And thank you for reporting, Maggie. Yeah, this is really upsetting. And also, like, read the room. Okay, like, I don't know about y'all, but like, I am very not the person that you advertise free girls to. Okay, like, that's what I like about my spammers that I get on Instagram. They at least have a good user profile about me and like hot guys, and they know this. Do your homework, spammers. Gosh, so upsetting. Anyhow, trash fire aside, let's go do another sprint real quick.
I shall eat dinner.
Ta-da! And I will, I don't know, something. Maybe actually finish setting up this Substack and get a post started. Alrighty, we are using the cow timer that Jules, Cat, and Gloria made because it makes me laugh. And right now, I need the laughter. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get this sprint started in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go! I'm upset with myself every time.
Moo.
Moo. I knew the tab was over here somewhere. I added some people to the recommendations that sprint.
Nice.
Realized that did the alphabetical hackery with her Substack's title, because apparently it alphabetizes your recommendations, and emotes are considered below A.
Oh.
So emotes come first. So cat is still top of the list, and then everybody else in alphabetical order.
Nice.
I didn't do that on purpose. I just thought it was hilarious.
So should you want to try to hack the system, you make sure that you stay on top of people's recommendations when they recommend you. Apparently, the answer is add an emoji. That apparently their alphabetical system goes emoji A B C D E F G, which I did not know. I got very confused because I'm like, oh, so they keep them in the order that you put them in on, and then I looked down and I was like, no.
I wonder if they alphabetize the emojis.
They probably do by the reference number.
Mm-hmm.
Every emoji is assigned a reference number, so that probably. Look at Spence over there making me feel like I've been lazy.
Oh wow, my goodness, that's a lot of posts.
I have one post scheduled over on the Creations Paths one. I actually have the first post of Advent written because I always forget the first day of Advent, and so I looked it up and pre-wrote and scheduled the post for the start of Advent because I had things I wanted to say, and so I've got that scheduled. I have a bunch of drafts. Nothing else scheduled. Just a bunch of drafts. You know, our articles in some state of brain chaos. Yeah, I don't think there's a good word for any of that.
Do it.
In the way that when I think of Megan, I think of hippos. When I think of cat, I think of the super cat, like either the super cat or the grumpy cat. Like, honestly, I think that the grumpy cat should be all of your branding. Like, honestly, just that, like, it's so, yes.
Okay. So I mentioned it in Coffee Buddy, but I'm trying to decide how I'm going to, like, I keep randomly taking pictures with random ideas. Because I'm like, why am I so put together in my picture? When I'm just like, I'm a generally chaotic human being. So why am I put together?
I mean, I get this. I am currently using my various self-portraits everywhere. Like, if you actually go over to Amazon and look at my author page, you'll see that picture of me. Because, one, I took a lot of effort to make that picture, and I really, really like it. And why would I use my actual face? Honestly, fictitious images that I make for myself are much more appropriate for who I am than this. Like, honestly, the dream is to be able to afford a full makeup and hair team that I can just be like, I'm in this mood, manifest it. And that's what I will look like every day. Like that is the dream. Because I'm already eccentric. I just need the wealth to pull it off. That's what goals. Subscribe to my Substack. That's why I have a coffee and a Patreon. However you want to give me the money. I also have to do things over on Twitch. You can subscribe to that. Wherever. It's like, I need to be able to afford the makeup and hair people. I need this. Jen coming in with 267 words.
367.
I tried so hard. I even went one. I closed my bad eye and I still got it wrong. There you go. Extra snaps. Oh, Eye Patchy. We're going to be a pirate again tonight. Yeah. It's going to be pirate night. It's going to be fun.
Got Nessie over there.
Oh.
She's in her sweater.
Aw.
Move this out of the way.
Yeah, wrong one. There we go. Aw.
Hi, Nessie. Yeah, my baby.
We tried.
She does not feel well today.
Hmm.
Her hip is so bad. I took her leash off even after we were finished doing their business, and so she could just follow along behind me at her own pace. And she was the saddest, most pitiful dog. Just she was so slow behind me. I had to keep calling her to catch up, and it was breaks my heart. She's my baby, so like she's my. Don't tell Princess this, but she's my favorite. And it hurts to see her hurt.
Dogs are amazing things. A friend of mine, the same friend that we got, a friend of mine's mother, the same one that we got Sasha from, that I've talked about before, runs a dog rescue. And most of the dogs that she has need rehabilitation. Like they get brought in to the no-kill shelter, but they need to have some kind of a medical procedure, and she basically does rehabilitation for them. And her son adopted this amazing three-legged dog that does not know that he's a three-legged dog. Gets around better than any of my dogs ever have, and the only time it becomes a problem is every now and then he tries to hike the wrong leg when he goes pee. And you try not to laugh because you're like, you have a built-in pee flap over there. Like, it's already built in. You don't have to hike your leg. Just aim that way. And he just like decides, I'm going to raise the other back leg. And he looks up like, that shouldn't have happened. He's a bulldog, so he's got a very expressive face, and he just gets like super frumpled, like, wait, that shouldn't have happened.
Why'd that happen?
And he's just the cutest thing. He's got a beautiful brindled coat. It's so cute. He's so cute, and he's slobbery. He gets very excited and gets very slobbery. So like, prepare to shower after playing with dog, because dog gets excited and then you get like all the slobber. Because is bulldog. The one gripe I have right now in my life, other than why can't people just be better, which is like just universal but really exacerbated this week, is I wish StreamYard understood, like, I banned the bad person. Please take them out of the chat here, because I keep seeing them and I keep having this instinct of, oh no, I need to block again. Like, I keep having this instinctual like need to block them, and luckily
that's taken care of.
Yeah, I have the thing loaded over there, so I know that it didn't happen again. But I keep seeing it and going, huh? No, nope, it's fine. It's fine. They should go away. It knows they've been banned. It should go away. Alrighty, so it is time for us to run off into the darkness. If anybody would like to join me this weekend for moral support, or because you just need a place to gather for it, I am leading the Creation Spirituality Interfaith Worship Experience again this weekend for the Transgender Day of Remembrance. And it was not going to be a solemn, well, I mean, it isn't going to be solemn, but it's not going to be like a sad, weeping, gnashing of teeth kind of a thing. It is going to be an explanation about an education about trans issues, as well as ending on everyone, getting everybody to express one moment that they have had in their life of gender euphoria, whether they are cis, trans, or anything in between. And I think it will be a beautiful celebration of life. And it has been a lot of work to put together. And I want to say I'm looking forward to doing it, but it's going to be a lot. I have wept a lot this week for a lot of reasons. So if you would like to join us, if you go to cscommunities.org, you can find a link there to get an invite to the Zoom meeting. And I would love to see some compatriots there. If not, I completely understand. But, this is a big deal for a lot of reasons for me.
What time is it going to be?
I want to say 7 Eastern, but
Yes. It's 7 Eastern.
7 a.m. or p.m.?
PM.
PM.
p.m. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Then I would be awake for it.
Oh, yeah. If it was 7 a.m., there's no way. 7 a.m. Eastern, that's 6 a.m. my time.
Oh, man.
No. No. My brain does not turn on that early. But I'm trying to find, if anybody knows a good quote, I'm trying to find some good quotes. We have one really good one from Audre Lorde that we're going to be using for the sacred readings. There's a quote by Janet Mock that I remember, but I cannot find, that I'm looking for the second one. If anybody has any good quotes, please send them my way. That would be greatly appreciated as well. But yeah, feel free to join us. It will be a time, hopefully a good one, because I want it to be more of a celebration than a time of mourning, because we as a community have mourned enough. Does anybody have anything that they would like to announce before we run off?
I have a Substack now. Follow it if you can find the link for it.
If you've already subscribed to mine, it is linked in the recommendations on the sidebar. So sidebar right there on mine, it is linked.
I believe it's meganmccarthy.substack.com, if that's the format for things.
It's something like that. This is why I had people send me messages, because
it is on my link tree now. So Jules, you can find it there.
Yes, it's Megan McCarthy.
Roy.
Substack.com.
Nice.
And mine is, of course, projectshadow.substack.com. I think, aren't you Cat Leo writing at Substack?
It's catleo.substack.
And Laura will soon have Mistress of All Horror and Fiction.
No, mine's just lauranettles.substack.com. The thing is Pen Terror.
Ooh,
I like that one. I need to make sure I have added that one to the list. Alrighty. Don't think anything major is happening this weekend other than the thing that I said. We are definitely going to be doing Sunday Fun Day over in the Discord this weekend. It starts at variable times. Basically, think about it this way. It starts when people show up. I will get there as soon as I can. I have other things.
Let's put it this way. I'm usually waiting for someone to get into the Discord. So if you pop in there, just wait a while and I will pop in there too.
Or we just randomly show up earlier in the day as well.
It's a lot of fun. We hang out, we play games together, we talk about everything. And then Glory comes in and we talk about things that we realized we didn't realize we wanted to talk about, but damn, that's an interesting subject. Yes, let's talk about that now. It's so much fun.
The original purpose of the first microwave.
I didn't know I needed to know that.
After you guys left, and it was just me and her, and she was like, and I was like, what? And she's like, you weren't there? I was like, no, I wasn't. Tell me more. About bringing back hamsters.
Reanimating hamsters, yes. Apparently, and it was a great interview. Great interview with the world's happiest necromancer. We all realized we have been writing necromancers wrong.
Yeah, we got
this entire time.
Topic because I mentioned it because I was like, because of Charlie, I need to write baby's first necromancy.
He was so like, and then he just came to life. Like he's so giddy and excited. Like we've been writing necromancers wrong this whole time. All right,
we 6 in the video.
And if you didn't know, we do this actually 3 days in a row. We go back and forth between it starts on my Discord on Sundays. Then we go over to Glory's Discord on Monday after the Awkward Sibling Hour, or I can never remember the names of the other shows because I love saying Awkward Sibling Hour, after her stream on Monday. And then we come back to mine on Tuesdays. And it's a lot of fun. And if you can make it, I think you'll have fun. It's crazy. We share YouTube videos. It's all kinds of stuff. So much fun. Anyhow, I've laughed a lot. It is a party. Let's just bye.